And here we go. It's time for game number 2 for iNcontroL and Rain Artist. We have to make sure all those settings are nice and perfect. Otherwise, the people who are watching the VODs will be like, WTF, what are you guys doing? So these are all set up now.
We understand that most of you know very well that Artist just won that last game. It is not for all of you.
Yeah, Artist did win that last game in a handy-dandy fashion. Played it really well. And iNcontroL, he's got his work cut out for him, man. I'm hoping to see him perform a little bit better in this game. Otherwise, you know, he's done.
Yeah, likewise. iNcontrol's really got his work cut out for him here. Artist, a phenomenal player. Keep in mind, guys, Artist held rank 1 in the world on and off for quite some time. So he's a phenomenal player. He really hasn't showed himself on a main stage yet, but I'm really excited to see what he does because he's such a good player. I've seen him take out so many top names from the foreigner and North American scene.
Guess what, man? He's on Rain now.
He is indeed.
Dude, I wonder if he's coming to San Francisco.
He is, dude.
Is he really?
Well, first of all, I think they're all moving to, like, Walnut Creek or something.
Even better.
Yeah, it's even closer. I know. So we could definitely go hang out with Frank and all them at the Rain House. No doubt.
We should go there and practice with them for a day.
Dude, I'm all over it.
Are you?
Yes.
I'm going to get there before you.
Absolutely. Or we could just, like, roll together. That works too, right?
Behind the scenes, we're actually hated enemies.
HD's like,
we're not friends.
HD's like, I'm sitting down next to Artists, and we're just beasting out 20 games. You're not invited. And then we're all playing poker, and you're not invited. Speaking of which, we should play poker.
You're definitely invited for poker, man.
Yeah, because I'm a fish. We should play poker and study StarCraft with Mr. Artist and teach him how to play poker.
Teach him how to play poker. The thing about poker, it's kind of like World of Warcraft for gamers, because as soon as a gamer learns poker, they stop playing games.
Really though?
Yeah, I know a lot of players who.
I know a lot of gamers who have converted to poker. Yeah. Absolutely, it's because they're very similar. A lot of situational. Respects, There's a lot of situational based experience. You have to put in a lot of hard work, dedication, effort, time. The work ethic is very similar.
Yeah.
The approach is very similar. It's like you just need to study one thing so much until you're like a grandmaster, and then you can beat everyone.
It's hard though, man. I mean, I've read statistics that only 2% of players that play poker are actually winning players.
Only 2% of people who play football ever make it to the NFL. I think even less than that.
Only 2% of people who play StarCraft are in grandmasters.
There you go.
Is it? It is 2%, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah. That's interesting that the theme kind of holds statistics across multiple
crazy?
sports.
Out of the top players who play StarCraft that are top 2%, the range varies so widely. From the bottom of Masters to the top of Masters, it's so huge, man. Because I played players who are on the bottom of Masters, and they really aren't that good. And I played players who are on the top of Masters, and they're amazing.
So only 2% are in Masters. Yeah, not even Grandmasters.
Didn't I say Masters?
You said Grandmasters.
Oh.
Grandmasters must be like 0.5.
0.02.
Really?
0.03. Very small numbers, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, it's kind of interesting to see that those statistics come out, of course. And we do have now, getting back to this game at hand, iNcontroL and Artist. Big map, Terminus here. iNcontroL scouting the bottom right side with his probe. Hasn't actually seen Artist quite yet. And we saw Artist go with a pretty interesting mass barracks factory starport build. And this time around, he did open up Command Center first. So he's not going to be going for that high infantry squad before expanding. This time he will expand right away.
Yeah, he's going to go with 3 racks tech here. 1 racks FE into 3 racks tech, which is a fairly common build. 4 racks being a little bit safer, but with 3 racks you can get much earlier medevacs. You can also get an earlier +1, earlier stim. So all of your upgrades come much faster.
Absolutely, and I think that Artist here is going to be in a pretty good position considering this is such a big map. iNcontroL also has his Nexus down fairly soon, going into 2-gate robo actually. So no doubt he's going to get an observer out there. Kind of scope things out with his little observation unit, and we'll see where he goes from there.
I think iNcontroL is gearing up to potentially take a quick third here. Running that Stalker in just a little too far. Going to take a tiny bit of hull damage there. Start working on those destructible rocks. Force Artist to come out and show his hand. Artist does have a Marauder and 2 Marines on the way. He already has 1 Marauder out. Stim is on the way. We also have a factory on the way. And he is going up to 3 gas right now. So he's probably going to start producing medevacs and then just try and pick InControl apart with some drop action.
Yeah, absolutely. Dropship's definitely viable, given that the natural is pretty exposed to some dropship action. One thing I just really love to point out here. Hello.
Yeah.
Still watching chat over there.
Yeah, I was
watching the game here. The game is important too, man.
I'm with you.
You know what I've noticed that Terran players like to do sometimes, and I would love to see more Terran players do, is load only a single unit into a bunker because it looks scary, and you can't actually tell the lights are on in there. And it is just really scary. A lot of Terran players will do that, and when I attack into a Terran with bunkers, and I can't tell how many units are actually in there,
you can tell pretty quick though.
Just if you send in a unit
damage,
and look, but it's still really, it's a risk. You know?
I mean, you certainly know though. It's the difference between like, and like
Gatling gun versus
yeah, you
Glock.
know, you can just see visibly like the damage coming in. But at the same time, it is intimidating just to have one unit in your bunker. I agree, as opposed to an empty bunker.
Yeah,
for sure.
Empty bunker, I'll be like, oh, screw that, I'm going right in, bust down the doors. We do have a turret coming up here for Artist.
Is he gonna get this obs? It's coming into the front right now. Is it going to run into the turret?
No. It took a little bit of damage from the turret, but no comsat going down to finish the obs off, and it will get out of there without taking any damage on the hull, and the bunker now has been destroyed for salvage at the very least. And it looks like Artist may be gearing up to expand to the third or possibly move out for some kind of a timing push. Ghost Academy on the way, shields and +1 weapons coming as well, but no, he's not pushing out, and he's not expanding.
I don't know if I agree with salvaging that bunker
right
away.
I don't know why he would do that. That's what I was kind of getting at. Oh no, he loses the Observer.
Observer goes down right there. 3 shots from a missile turret. That'll just about do it to any unit.
Yeah, that missile turret does a lot of damage.
They are quite strong.
I know, dude. They shoot 2 at a time. They do like 20 damage.
I'm just glad you don't have to put an SCV inside it to operate it.
That would be fair.
Would it?
That would be fair.
Would it, though?
Have you seen the missile turret?
Have you seen the photon
Look,
cannon?
There's actually something inside there. It should be an SCV.
I know. That's why I said that. There's like a little dude inside.
Yeah.
I know, I've seen it.
Well,
who hasn't zoomed in? He's got a little infrared sight.
I totally think they should put an SCV in there to make it work.
Ghosts now out for Artist, and this was the bane of InControl's existence last time around. And I feel like InControl, one of those players that really does struggle versus Ghosts. I can say this from personal experience. Whenever I go Ghost against InControl, I fare much better than if I delay my Ghosts and try and get more bio units. I think he really needs to work on spreading his units out and keeping them separate so that one EMP doesn't hit your entire army.
Yeah.
I think we've seen that time and time again. And look, right now, InControl actually
spreading them out
one step ahead of me, spreading out all of his units. But we'll have to see when he moves out, because right now he's in a defensive posture. We'll see what happens when he goes into an offensive posture.
Yeah, and everyone knows when your forces start to move out, they love to clump up together.
They do indeed.
Yeah, and it makes it just like taking candy away from a baby, really, for EMPing all those high-energy units. And we do have some Templar coming out, immediately morphing into an Archon. 2 Archons coming out, in fact. InControl also Chrono boosting the +2 weapons and the +2 armor. Very important upgrades to deal with to get against Terran. And it looks like we may have him pushing out right here with a large force. And yeah, he is keeping those units split up at least decently well. Gearing up for the 3rd expansion here. Artist also has a command center going up inside his main. And we may have a big battle about to unfold. Players are just a screen away from each other here, and InControl leading in with
God.
Oh my goodness, he's going in with the Archon, and he is going to force Artist to push back.
InControl just bullies Artist off the Zelnaga tower.
Yeah.
He's going to head in there and potentially deny the 3rd here. Artist does have his 3rd going up. It's about to finish. InControl just now dropping his 3rd on the low ground.
Yeah.
I think Artist just a little bit ahead in that regard, but InControl, once again, skipping Colossus, is giving Artist the opportunity to focus entirely on medevacs.
He's getting the robotics bay.
Yeah,
right now. It's late, though.
It's way late, though.
Yeah, it is.
He's giving Artist the time to focus entirely on medevacs. He can get out as many ghosts as he wants. He can also produce a ton of Marines. Now, having those extra medevacs, and here we see him going up to
5.
What is he at? 5, 6, 7 on the way. He has 2 more on the way.
Yes.
Gonna start doing some drops as well to try and get some harass damage in there.
That's the advantage you have when you have a bunch of extra medevacs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goes for some drops.
Absolutely.
So yeah, in control here, you mentioned before, not going for Colossus allows artists to get into the mad medvac mode, and it looks like one of those medvacs are about to make their way into the natural of in control.
It's not.
In control isn't actually, well, he has all of his army at the natural. That dropship could get shut down really fast.
It really could.
And artist is actually going to go straight into the main here, but oh, in control now rallying his forces out to the front of his main, and it looks like the dropship will go in.
Oh, and it's just in range of that photon cannon. His Marines will start taking some heavy damage here. He needs to get those back in the dropship and out of there.
Loses only 2, though.
There's really no way for him to do any kind of damage in that location right now. But for this next big battle, if Artist can find a timing window here before the Colossus come out, we do have 2 Colossus on the way right now.
Yeah.
So in control, switching over to the Colossus phase, and I've got to commend him for this. I think it's a very good decision on his part to switch over to Colossus right now. Artist is not ready for this.
You are commending a Protoss player for using the most powerful unit in their arsenal. I just thought I'd point that out.
I try.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try. Sometimes I try.
Yeah.
But Artist has committed so heavily to medevacs. He doesn't have any Vikings out on the field. He's committed to quite a few ghosts. I don't know exactly how many he has, but...
Well, we could actually take a look at that. 5 ghosts in the field.
He could, yeah, and they have full energy. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a lot of EMPs. Hopefully those don't get feedbacked.
And they're making their way in right now. Yeah, the feedback versus sniper / EMP action is always fun to watch. We do have a drop going on inside the between of the natural and the main, but that is going to get cleaned up by Zealots pretty quickly by in control. Good play right there. And both players dead even in supply. Well, they were 167 apiece. Now it's 170 to 167. With Artist looking like he's trying to push over to the 4th of in control. In control doesn't quite have the 4th yet up though.
Artist not sure what he wants to do right now.
He's hesitating. He's being a little pussyfooted.
He's definitely, dude.
Yes.
He's definitely hesitating a little. He's definitely hesitating a little bit here. Not sure what he wants to do right now. Gonna head over to the 4th area and potentially do a push, but he heads back to his 3rd just to be safe. Do we have a 4th command center? Yes, we do. We have an extra command center coming out of Artist right now, so he's gonna move up to 4 base. Vikings on the way now. Gonna put up a missile turret and a sensor tower over
blowing up in chat right now
at the Zelnaga. When does the narwhal bacon? At 12 o'clock. I see you, fellow Redditor. What's up, Kevin Case? Or no, wait. Hold on. That was.
Anyways, getting back to this game, we have 4 Colossus lasering everything down. Oh my god, in control leaves his Colossus completely exposed. What is he doing?
3
Colossus just went down for free.
Oh my god.
Merry Christmas, Artist. You were a good kid this year. Apparently, you put down 3 Colossus on your wish list and also to be able to bench 500 pounds. Congratulations, you got everything you wanted.
But I was talking about something important, Alex.
Were you?
The narwhal bacon's at midnight. I said 12 o'clock.
Is this
midnight.
like another movie thing?
No, dude. Reddit, man.
Oh, right.
God. Pop culture. But here we go.
Oh!
Artist moving in with everything. EMP's going off. He's going to hit the majority of in control's forces. No micro from Artist whatsoever.
He doesn't need to.
And he is still going to plow through this force.
Yeah, in control has to back out of there. He doesn't have enough forces to break this. And there's just Vikings there chilling. And in control GG's. That's it.
Wow.